Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
One thing I did want to say about Jack Conklin and some of the other guys around the league, J.K. Dobbins from Ohio State, Aaron Rodgers, the people that were just making fun of these guys for getting hurt. There was some people like taking pride in, like some people saying death, taxes, and Jack Conklin on a stretcher. Like,
Yikes.
why are we taking so much pride? And I get it's social media. I get that it's just a lot of idiocracy out there. But I mean, these guys are. I hate that Jack Conklin has dealt with so many injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once they start, they don't stop. But like that doesn't make it funny that he continues to be out, not available for this team. Do you think he, just goes out there and thinking like, oh yeah, like I'm just gonna get hurt again because I don't really want to play for this team? No, he's giving everything he has. That's a freak injury of somebody rolling into him. Aaron Rodgers, we can make all the comments we want about what he says and the stupidity sometimes that does come out of his mouth and how many times we have to talk about Aaron Rodgers. But to see that Achilles rupture and like to see those close-ups of it, God, you got to feel for the guy that at 40 years old, how much more does he have, and to do that so quickly in a game. J.K. Dobbins hasn't been able to be on the field for the Ravens. It's a rival of ours, but I want to go best on best against our rivals. I'm not here to make fun of people.
There's no need to find humor in someone's injuries. It's just
it grinded my gears so much that people found humor in that kind of stuff and made all these jokes and all that stuff. It's been on my chest for a while, guys.
I get it. Like it was bothering me too. It's funny you hit on that because I mean you saw me tear mine. Like that hurt so bad. Like you drove me to the hospital and I'm in the back seat. Like just I can't really remember all that well because I was in a lot of freaking pain, man. It hurts. And then beyond that, you work so hard to get back for the game you love, and then you just get hurt again. And then people are like, oh, he's soft. That's why I've told you before, I can't stand when people say someone's soft because they're hurt. Like, no, you ain't soft if you can keep coming back from injuries and work your butt off. Yeah. Like, it is so hard. Like, I dare people to even just attempt to do those workouts when they're healthy, let alone do them while you're hurt.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road back. Well, I guess I should start with this. No matter what team these guys play for, they work their whole lives to be there and to get to the NFL and to continue playing and to battle back from the injuries. I mean, Jack has battled back from a ton of injuries. So I don't care what team you play for. It sucks to see guys who work their whole lives to be on that field get taken off of it for something that they can not well beyond their control. And in such a freaky way, because Jack's already tore his ACL in that same knee, so I can't even imagine what he must be feeling right now. He's still 29, so I'm hoping that maybe we will see Jack on the field again. He's hurt in the first week of the season, so by the time you're looking at next year, it's been a full 12 months, so maybe I imagine it's going to take a while, but maybe I think there's still a possibility because I saw people basically saying that that's Jack's last snap as a Brown. That might be Jack's last snap in the NFL, and I still have some faith that he can come back. So hopefully for him and all these guys, you hope the best for him, and especially for J.K. Dobbins, man, because that's obviously
he just never really got to get going.
Yeah, I was listening, and it seems like, right now Ohio State got the best, most healthy years out of him, and that's just to finally get to the NFL and then just deal with the injuries he has.
Would you guys brutal. See the NFLPA is now calling for the NFL to have all the fields grass?
Good.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I did see that. I saw Bakhtiari was one of the main ones and talking about how they're gonna change these stadiums surfaces for the World Cup when it comes to your next summer or in 2026. Sorry, 2026. Which the whole world will be here. And I was driving home from the hospital last night. Jana got her gallbladder taken out. She had finished her surgery, and I was driving home, and one of the national radio programs was on. And the guy was he was playing devil's advocate a little bit with the NFLPA. Now, I hadn't seen that the NFLPA had actually said anything, but this guy was actually saying the NFLPA needs to step up and do something. But Bakhtiari just coming out and saying that of course they're going to change it for the World Cup because the entire world's eyes are going to be on it. It's going to be this big event the country's going to want to put forth. I know that the league has done studies on what is a better surface. I'm not the biggest fan of artificial turf, especially like this new synthetic field turf. It's not the carpet.
I've never played on
the AstroTurf.
Really?
Never.
Wow. I just think.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Kevin.
No, it's all right. Like I've played games on it, and like I've dealt with injuries, but I've had the same injuries on grass. So it's a hard thing to say. I think it's based on the circumstance you're in, maybe the area that you're in. I feel like New York could have real grass. I mean, but you know, they have a lot of concerts and a lot of events there, and so it's all about money. But the NFL and the NFLPA really do need to come together and actually, whatever numbers are right, they need to figure it out. What is better, the injury wise, real grass or whatever, and then figure it out from there.
That excuse just isn't good enough to me. I don't care what shows or what events or whatever you're having. You're building these multi-billion-dollar palaces with every bell and whistle imaginable to maximize, the money that you're going to make out of it, and you were stopping short at grass. If the players' union, if the players themselves, and if the mounting evidence is piling up that guys are getting more hurt on this artificial turf as opposed to grass, then I think that's a no-brainer for me.
It's going to change.
It should change.
I can almost guarantee you they will go eventually be at all grass. People invest way too much money in these players. Like, they don't want to see them tear their Achilles.
Yeah, I mean, every owner is a billionaire, right? It's not like we're going to,
except for poor Cincinnati, and crappy chilly town.
So, but regardless, it's like every one of these owners can afford to have grass on the stadium. And I bet you, is it Woody Johnson who owns the Jets? I believe it's Woody Johnson.
I believe so, yeah.
I bet you he's feeling some type of way about having grass. I was actually, it's funny. I went back this morning and I was watching the NFL Live that was the lead up to Monday Night Football, and they are just talking all this Aaron Rodgers and showing all these Jets fans that have bought Aaron Rodgers jerseys, and Mike Greenberg's all excited. You could just see it; it's palpable. They're talking about this whole season of Aaron Rodgers and all this stuff that's and it's like in an instant it's over. And I think that's not good for the NFL. That's not good for Aaron Rodgers. It's not good for anybody.
Yeah. My only thing is if they change some of these stadiums that have artificial turf to natural grass, they're going to have to do it the right way, and they can't have it just be put in and just roll this thing of sod or grass over top, or just put it in right before the season starts, because guess what? That's when more injuries happen. We don't have a field that's actually set, and that's my fear for the World Cup. Being the soccer guy that I am, my fear is these stadiums are just going to put it in like a week or two before. Countries are going to come in, they're not going to get much time on it. They're going to be slipping all over the place, and there's going to be big concerns about that, because again, the grass has to set. You're not going to get good, firm control and traction on grass like you want to if you're just going to roll this thing. And I think I saw it. I don't know what game it was for. Maybe it was for the Super Bowl, but at Arizona where they rolled it was just like this thing that they rolled over top of the turf field. At Arizona was natural grass, and then people were slipping all over the place. The paint wasn't painted spots on the field.
Arizona's grass it's grass. It like comes out, and they let it
out,
and they let it sit in the sun and cook, and then when the game starts, they could pull it right back in, and then they
Yeah,
but
it was
I don't know.
Something it was like a new set of grass that they had rolled in for the Super Bowl, and then
I wonder if it was. I think it wasn't the seeding.
That's the thing that concerns me about, because when I played football, I mean, I'd only played 1 year back in high school 1,000 years ago, but we played on natural grass, and it was
Peter
a mess.
invented football. I don't know.
I mean, but halfway through the season, it was a mess. And for high school, they had a full-time guy. His whole job was to maintain the football field. And during the summer, he had several helpers that helped him maintain the football field and take care of it and get it ready for the season. Halfway through the season, it was crap. I mean, people were getting hurt on it because there wasn't, it was mud. You know,
I mean,
and
Brown
there's no
Stadium
roots
doesn't really
for the
happen,
grass,
yeah.
you know, because it was just so chewed up. So I think it'll be interesting to find out what the studies say, you know, about the injuries, and is it that there's more injuries? Are they different types of injuries? Or
All I know is that
more
New York
severe?
Stadium
Yeah.
is like the notorious
Yeah.
ACL. It tears people's Achilles left and right.
Yeah.
Like, people hate going there.
Yeah.
So I was listening to, I can't remember what I was listening to, but someone was talking about the way the turf interacts with the cleats. That it snags more, like it's like it'll bite you.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, and
It
see,
definitely.
and that's the thing is
definitely
if
snags more.
you know, maybe they need to re-engineer the turf
Yeah.
if it's a problem. I mean, I don't
Figure
know.
something out.
There's they
Yeah.
got to figure something out. I just remember the only turf I played on was down at the Rubber Bowl for intramural football in college,
Oh.
and that was literally like concrete with green carpet on it. It was
Nice.
the worst.
Nice.
That's like playing in a
that's that
parking lot.
AstroTurf.
Yeah,
Look,
it was
we're
terrible.
having this conversation. I'm just going to say I'm not I didn't get my degree in different types of seating and grass and stuff, but eye test can tell you a lot, and I think all four of us can see that there's just something not right when it comes to
Yeah.
the amount of impact in football with artificial turf. But again, I don't want to see it just done like
It's got to be
real
done
quick
right.
and then, do it right, because guess what? The Brown Stadium, they've been working on that for a while, and I saw a bunch of guys slipping around this past Sunday. Yes, it was raining and stuff.
God, do we need
But-
another stadium? That's a whole nother conversation.